Namaste, my dears. Well, I want to welcome you back on the flow of opening consciousness, reality, and the deepness and the essence. So, I want to, first of all, share my gratitude to everybody who has responded to the video about the dancing as a part and nature of the natural self-healing and transformation and openness. And it came to be that some of the viewers are actually even professional dancers, or I would say spiritual seekers who have connected through their body with their essence of spirit, and through their dance, they inspire other people to be awakened. I have a beautiful comment which I want to read you up. So it came from Jaguar, Zoo Flow. So, my friend, you invoke the core of Amanita power, at least for me. Dancing is my language, power and soul, communication. I'm unlocking people to try to dance, even when now only watching me or joining me. The real connection begins, and that is my profession. Jaguar, that's awesome. I congratulate you that you have this wonderful talent which you're using, you're following. And for sure, dancing can invoke and inspire profoundly people for opening up themselves, help them to heal, help them to feel, help them to let go, help them to evolve and transform. So I totally understand what you mean, brother, in your small sentences and words, and I see it, and that's so awesome. And another comment and a question came towards this topic. Have it from Carlton Parfit 8177. Have you found Amanita helps to be even more free, creative in your dancing? I understand shaman using Amanita would include dancing as their part of their process. So I will. So I decided that I have a resonance in answering these questions. That I will eventually share with you at the end of this video, or maybe after it, one of very special songs. I'll just share a little bit more than about dancing. So first of all, I opened my shamanic path before I opened the aspect of dances. Of course, when I was doing specific spiritual practices, I would dance around with my drum and doing specific things, but it wasn't so deep about using the body in a dance. It was more about using the consciousness and the instrument of the drum into focusing specific vibrations to change reality, or to increase its frequency, or to bring a person back from a very deep journey, or from very far away. In dancing, as I shared, it literally opened in me after almost 6 or 7 years after I started my shamanic practices and work, when just one of the sudden for myself, as I shared in that story, how I opened my body towards the dance and how it totally changed for me, and how I was able to create new neural pathways, and which instrument I used to create it by making this test and making this small, let's say, lesson for myself through creativity by moving my body in different parts of the body in an absolutely random way. So as a result, it invoked in me something very special. I started to really enjoy to dance, and it remains until today. When I came from Goa to Kopangan to live, I stayed in Goa during lockdown times. And you have to know that Goa, well, it was, currently it's changing, but it was definitely for almost 50 years one of the most special places in the whole world for the catch-up of different musicians, artists, and spiritual seekers. Already from the 50s, hippies were coming there together. That means international audience, very intelligent, smart people, with the focus of discovery of their soul and life. So as a result, it has a beautiful vibration there, and sometimes we had there such musicians, such artists, They're even better than the most popular artists, which are dancing right now. I would call them supported by demons and creating their demonic rituals through their concerts and everything what they do. Was the vibration which they share, it's very basic. Well, it's like first, second chakra, all about mostly sex, survival, money, and power. Eventually, this is like very low vibration. And at the same time, we can see that this vibration is being very much spread out. And at the same time, I'm so happy to see that technologies are developing. And in the last even like 10 years, there was such a great boost of growth of beautiful, deep, spiritual music, from relaxing into dancing. And the technologies gave us such a big variety right now of music that it brings just a big inspiration for me to continue to search and to discover good quality artists and music. So I will answer the question about have you found Amanita helps to be even more free, creative in your dancing? For sure. Amanita Muscaria, you can, or let's say what I do. Uh, if I want to go to a very deep dance, or for example, sometimes I have in the morning training of Muay Thai, then the day I do my other type of, let's say, responsibilities and work. And the evening, for example, on Friday, I love to go to dance. And if I had a fulfilling week and I want to dance even more dynamically, then before my dances, as you know, I put weights on my hands and my feet. So it's like a training, such a cardio training. And eventually, I would take half a gram, sometimes even a gram of amanita before the dances, ask it to give me an inspiration and some energy for healing and connecting with my essence so that my dance would be a gift to God and to myself. So as a result, by making this request, and when I come to dance, I feel myself very energized, very focused. This I don't do often, but this is just an example that you can use Amanita, and definitely it helps. And for people who are in cities and you're going to parties and you don't want to drink alcohol anymore, well, just take 1.5, 2 grams of Amanita before you go to any event where you want to be present and you want to dance, and it works. It works perfectly because it's all about the energy flow, your inspiration. And shamans from ancient times were using all the things that helped for them to go into a trance state of consciousness. How can it be achieved? Of course, through different practices connected with fire, wind, earth, water, and eventually ether. Ether, I like to call it the soul, the consciousness. And of course, using what we have, and we have profoundly what we can use. We can use element of earth, because fire and wind, it all combines in our body. So actually, when you're dancing and you want to unite yourself with nature, we have all the elements inside of ourselves, all of the five. So eventually, when you start to use your body and you start to connect with the sound, the frequency, and that's what you want. So usually you create a request that you want to achieve, or you want to give a gift to the spirits or to God, and then you would dance. And in some points, the shaman can travel somewhere down or up, or he can search for something what he or she needs. Might be attracting even spirits and allies, or sometimes it can be a dance of destruction for clearing out the pathway and destroying something of inner structure that doesn't serve anymore. So literally, the combination of consciousness and dance with your own body, it unfolds such level of, I would say, yeah, kind of spiritual and practical surgery that you can make unbelievable changes if you just allow yourself and your body and your consciousness to be one, in one expression, in one flow. and in one unity. So the shamans were using often in the past also Amanita in these practices of the dance. I can tell you that Amanita can give a very strong amount of energy. It can help you to focus and to go very deeply in. And a dance, when shamans are dancing and when true dance is happening, it's literally all about letting go of the mind. What does it mean? The mind can think how I should dance. So I think I'm dancing right now. I'm right now like moving my arms up and down. I'm dancing. So that's a mental dance. And then there's a spiritual flow and a spiritual dance. And a spiritual flow and dance, it's when you're not thinking, but when the music is playing, you just allow your body to flow and you don't think. On the opposite, you let go of your mind and you allow your body to create that speed and frequency which goes and flows. And as a result, you're not thinking. The more you let go of your thoughts, the more smoother and faster starts to move your body. And then at one point, you might just notice that you're moving very fast. For me, it was always interesting to see at a certain point what happens when I'm dancing from the side, because I don't pay attention on people around. I dance for myself. I dance my dance for God. I respect others and everybody are beautiful, but when I'm dancing first of all for who? Exactly, for myself. It's the same way when you see people other dance or you see people sing or you see them doing any type of art. Did you notice when usually a dancer or an artist is singing for someone, it has a specific frequency. But when the person is doing with the focus on his own soul and essence, and he sings, for example, writes the song and the lyrics with the synchronicity with themselves, with their soul. Or for example, when a person is dancing, one thing you dance for somebody, the other one you're just dancing to enjoy yourself. The same in singing. You know, professional singers can sing anything, but actually the deepest essence happens when they're singing from their heart. How can they sing from the heart? Because they're synchronized with their heart and soul, and they try to express their heart and soul, and they feel when they're doing it. So the same aspect in dance, I highly inspire you to learn to let go of the people around and to remember that the only thing that matters in your dance is who? Of course, you. So may the dancing be an opening door, like it always was for the shamans, for changing reality, for opening new pathways, for making deep transformations. That in your dances, you would become yourself. You would remember who you truly are without the limitations to your physical body and to your name or culture, and opening the essence of your soul and your spirit. And when this happens, it's truly magical. Um, I think I literally can enjoy watching people dance when they're dancing from their heart, and naturally, just it's like a playing. You can watch and enjoy, and you don't get bored because every dance that is happening from the essence of the soul, it brings the spirit up. So I'll just share one final thing. In the beginning of the video, I told you I will share a song. So this song, maybe even two songs. So one song, yeah, I'll share the dancing song. I understood. I'll just share the dancing song. This song is just for you guys. Who loves to dance? Who loves to move? Who loves to... and I would love to hear your feedback. Why this song is so special? It is specially connected with the topic of our channel, one of them. It's about Amanita Muscaria and spiritual growth. And this song and music was created by me to a poem which was written down by Eleanor. Eleanor, she's from UK, and eventually the fascinating thing, she is a very deep spiritual seeker who started to work with Amanita Muscaria as an inner call to discover it. And this was a certain, you can say, gratitude, prayer. It's a poem dedicated to our favorite Amanita Muscaria. And this poem I transformed into a song. And this song will be played in one of my future performances here on Kopangan. And if you like the song, please comment. And if you truly like it, I'll even send it to you. But for that, you will have to comment if it will be added in this video, then in this video, it will be next one, the next one. But I really, really would like to get your feedback. And yeah, and you will understand what I mean for dancing music and which vibration it's cool to move. So thank you very much. Now I can speak about music for a long time, and maybe I'll eventually also share even deeper aspects about it. But so far, enjoy the song. Thank you very much for your support, sharing your stories, how much you like to love, how do you overcome your limitations of dancing, how do you open your body, or share how do you use music for yourself. Does it help you to remember who you are? Does it help you to get focused and concentrated on the essence that brings you up? Or maybe you're listening to a lot of other music. Did you know that music was always used by special forces in the 20th century to program people? And a lot of hidden messages were in there. And did you know that connecting the music to the essence of spirit will bring you to the same essence of spirit? So, please, waiting for your feedback. And if you like it, we'll go deeper in the rest. Namaste, my dear friends. Be yourself, be happy, you know that this life you have created for yourself, and God, He's always with you. He's inside of you. And you and I, we're part of Him and her.